Welcome to MeMe's Kitchen. Well, y'all, it's a hot summer day, and I cannot believe that tomorrow is August the 1st. When we think about that, we kind of know summer's ending, school's starting, so we have a lot of things we have to plan for. Oh, we got back to school bashes, we've got church parties, and guess what? Tailgating is on our mind also, because before we know it, football will be right around the corner. So we have a lot of things going on that we need to make a lot of stuff for. So today I have really got a good recipe for you. Not only that, it has a good story too. Y'all, this recipe started out actually with a kitchen accident. And who doesn't love a kitchen accident? I've had plenty of those myself, I'll tell you. They didn't exactly turn out to be good recipes, but this goes all the way back to the 1930s in St. Louis, Missouri. The legend has it that there was a baker that inverted the ingredients and they could not throw it away. It was during the Depression, so whatever they made turned out to be something that they sold. Well, the rest is history, y'all. They called it gooey cake. Well, guess what? When I got this recipe several decades ago, it didn't even have a name. And my family just loves to name stuff. And you know, in the South, it's either a whatchamacallit or...
Doomaflitchy.
What?
Doomaflitchy.
Or doomaflitchy. Well, we came up with Doolollies. And so that's what we call them, and that's what it is in my cookbook, is called Doolollies. So that's what we're going to make today. Y'all, these things are delicious. They are easy to make. They are easy to take. So let's get busy and make Doolollies. Y'all, the first thing that we're going to do is to mix what is the base of this. Now today I'm using a yellow cake mix. Y'all, you can use any kind that you want to, any flavor according to what you want. Don't follow the instructions on the back. We're just using the cake mix itself. So we put that into our bowl. Happy dance. We get to melt 1 stick of butter. So we'll stick that in the microwave. Okay, y'all, 1 egg. And we just need to kind of beat that up just a little bit. Not much, just break that yellow. That's enough right there. All right, now my butter is melted here, so we're going to mix that in with our cake mix. And y'all just use a spoon. You don't need to use your mixer for this. And now we're going to add that 1 egg in there. And just mix all of this together until all of it gets well acquainted with one another. Oh, we love that. Well acquainted. Well, they are getting well acquainted, y'all. Oh my goodness, they're mixing all up in here together. So this is going to be kind of stiff now. What we're going to do is we're going to put this in our casserole dish, and you kind of press it out like you would a pie crust. Mm-hmm. I'm lightly spraying this just with some cooking spray. Not the kind that has the flour in it, y'all. All you need is just something in there just to lightly grease the bottom of the pan. All right, y'all. All this stuff here is acquainted with one another. So all you do is just press this out into the bottom of your casserole dish. And you see how stiff it is? You just go press it out like you would a pie crust. So we'll be right back. All right, that has got the whole bottom of the pan covered. Now, wasn't that hard, was it, KK?
Wasn't hard for me.
Okay. We're going to make our topping now, y'all. The first thing that we do, this is 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. I'm going to beat it until it's smooth. You don't need to listen to that, so we'll be right back. All right, add 2 eggs, y'all, and I've already beaten these. We're just going to pour them in there. And a teaspoon of vanilla. Y'all know I don't measure that. So we're just going to guesstimate a teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to mix that together. Okay, I've already melted my stick of butter. Y'all know I love this recipe because we get to use 2 sticks of butter. One in the base and one in the topping. So we'll mix all this together until it's smooth. Y'all, I want you to see how smooth this is. When I first started, it kind of looked like cottage cheese. So you want that smooth because you don't want lumps of cream cheese in your topping. I've already measured out 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. We're going to put that in there. And then we are going to let that sugar get acquainted with all those other ingredients. All right, now y'all, that took 2 or 3 minutes. You really want to mix it until it's very smooth. You see how smooth that is. It has no lumps in it. So we are going to put that right here on top. Oh, and by the way, I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees. Okay, we're just going to spread this out and spread it as evenly as possible. Now, y'all, I'm going to tell you, I told you earlier you could make this with any kind of cake mix. It is wonderful if you use a lemon cake mix, or you can use chocolate. Lord, everybody likes chocolate. So you can just use your imagination. The top will be the same. It does not change. The only thing that would change in the bottom would actually be the flavor of the cake mix that you use. Okay, I know that you were paying attention, but I'm going to remind you. 350 degrees. That's the most commonly asked question, y'all. What degree did you put that on? So, all right, we're going to put it in here. Okay, let's see. All right, and then I'm going to set my timer for 45 minutes. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. This thing, oh, good grief. This thing's getting happy here. Okay. 45 minutes. At the end of 45 minutes, we're going to check them out. Okay, y'all, they cook for the full 45 minutes. Now, see, they're just golden brown. We're going to have to let them cool for a little bit because that top layer is still gooey. I think that's where the original name maybe came from, gooey cake, so, which we call Doolollies. So, we'll cut them and let you see what they look like. Okay, y'all, these are still a little bit warm, but we're going to go ahead and cut them. Ooh, KK, you can tell that's gooey under there. Now, y'all, this is one thing you need to keep in mind. You can cut these as big or as little as you want. It just depends on what you're serving them for as to whether you want a nice sized bar or whether you want everybody just to have a taste. So, you be the judge of that. All right. Let's make these a good size. So what we'll do is we'll get 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we continue cutting it like it is, we will probably get 1, 2, probably about 16 out of this. So, all right. All right, KK, let's see how these come out. Oh, me. Y'all look at that. Doesn't that look good? Now, I'll tell you this. You can sprinkle a little bit of powdered sugar on top of these and kind of dress them up a little bit. But, you know, if you're just taking them, say, just for a tailgate, I would just leave them just like they are. You don't want everybody walking around with powdered sugar all over the face. Oh, y'all, I forgot to tell you, that recipe is in Sunday Lunch at MeMe's. Look it up and follow along. Okay, y'all, you can cut these smaller like I did. I'm going to give these a taste, and y'all, we'll be right back. Y'all, I'm so glad we ran across that little story about the kitchen accident in the 30s that helped to create this recipe. And it reminded me of a kitchen accident we had here. Our choir had gone to sing for another church one Sunday, And so their service lasted much longer than ours did. And so the family came home, and my husband had to get everything ready and get it out for everybody to eat. Well, he had to make gravy when he got home. He'd never made gravy. So he started, and I kind of told him how to make it, but evidently he didn't listen really well, and so he also had to do the rice. Well, he kept putting water in the rice. Well, they ended up almost with porridge in the rice, and y'all, the gravy was so thick, they sliced it. So we laugh to this day about the rice and the slice of gravy. So those accidents do happen. Oh, y'all, life is it's just a lot of fun, and you just have to make fun out of it. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing again. And y'all, everybody have a wonderful rest of the week. Stay cool in this hot weather. Get those children back in school. Everybody remember, shine for Jesus.